Welcome to St. Luke United Methodist Church and our midweek update. My name is Pastor Kurt McGelke, and I'm so glad that you could join us today for some announcements and a preview of this weekend's worship. So this week's COVID update from the health department was really good. The COVID numbers are continuing a dramatic turn down, and they have moved the risk dial down to the mid-yellow, which means, according to our COVID policy, masks are now optional for those who are fully vaccinated. It is perfectly okay, though, to continue wearing a mask, and if you feel comfortable doing so, and I fully expect that some will continue to wear them. I know I've heard from several who said that even with the mask mandate gone, we will likely continue to wear them, and that's perfectly fine. In fact, I encourage you to wear them if it makes you feel comfortable, and especially for those who maybe are immune compromised in some way, and I'm still kind of on the fence about wearing them myself, especially in highly crowded areas. So you may or may not see me this weekend with a mask on, but so just thank you everyone for continuing to do the right thing throughout this entire pandemic. And though COVID hasn't completely gone away, we still continue to find our way forward as best as we can with the information that we have. So again, thank you very much. You're awesome. So on Thursday, we continue our 10-week study and worship series on the 10 Commandments with the 6th commandment, and I hope to see you on Thursday at either 10 a.m. or 7 p.m., online or in person. You can find the Zoom information on our adult education page on the website. There is a link in the description below as well. And again, you can always join us for this, even if you haven't read the book or any of those things. This is a pretty universal discussion, and we'd love to have you there, so please join us. Glenn Kozak is looking to put together a St. Luke softball team. We used to have one a long time ago, but then we kind of got out of the rhythm of putting one together. And so if you're interested, I invite you to sign up online. There's a link in the description below, or in worship, where there will be a sign-up sheet in the Book of Opportunity. The season starts in April, and the games are on Monday nights. Please sign up by March 13th so Glenn can register the team. For more information, you can check out the church office. Just call the church office, and they'll give you Glenn's phone number, and he'd be happy to answer any questions that you have. And unfortunately, this is just for a men's team. So we are doing a diaper drive for Tim and Alana Upford, who recently welcomed home twins. Ava and Evelyn are now home from the hospital. The twins were born a bit early, but thankfully are doing really well right now. We thought it would be nice to help out the Upfords by doing a diaper drive. And so if you'd like to donate some diapers, you can drop them off here at the church. We'll be collecting diapers for the next couple weeks. All right, well, Lent begins with Ash Wednesday tonight. According to the United Methodist Book of Worship, Ash Wednesday emphasizes a dual encounter. We confront our own mortality and we confess our sin before God within the community of faith. The use of ashes placed on the forehead in the shape of a cross is a sign of our mortality and repentance, and this has a long history in Jewish and Christian worship. And the imposition of ashes can be a powerful nonverbal and experiential way of participating in the call to repentance and reconciliation. And we will be having our Ash Wednesday service tonight at 6:30 p.m. You can join us online or in person, but you'll only get the ashes if you join us in person. Lent is a season of repentance and preparation where we turn away from the things of this world and reconnect with God. Traditionally, Lent was a time of preparation for new converts to the faith, where they would learn what it means to be a Christian so that they could be baptized on Easter morning. So Lent was kind of, for early Christians, kind of a time of confirmation, where people would learn about the faith and then make their commitment to Christ. And so tonight also begins our traditional Wednesday Night Live food and fellowship. We're going to do things a bit differently, though, this year. Over the last 2 years, we haven't been able to have this meal, fellowship, before our times of worship, but we're wanting to bring it back a little bit this year. We debated on whether or not to do it at all of our Wednesday Lenten tradition because of COVID, but since numbers are rapidly going down, we've just removed our mask mandate. We thought there might be some who would want to share a meal and some fellowship time with one another. We also recognize, though, that there might be some folks who still aren't comfortable with doing so. And so we thought, well, let's just do a potluck format. That way we don't have to guess on the number of people who will be here. We don't have to worry so much about volunteers. And we don't have to worry about whether we're going to have too much food or not enough food. And so folks who want to bring food, you're sure welcome to. But if you don't get around to bringing food, come anyway. I have never been to a potluck where we didn't have enough food for those who wanted to eat. And so I know I'm bringing food tonight, so there'll be some food. And I'm not sure what I'm bringing yet, but we'll figure it out. And the church will provide coffee and tea. And we're going to eat around 6 p.m. and then head up to the sanctuary for services. So Ash Wednesday service is again at 6:30, but every other Wednesday through Lent, our Vesper prayer service will start at 6:45 p.m. And so we'll eat at 6 and then head on upstairs for the services. All right, so transition listening sessions. As you know, beginning July 1st, there is going to be a transition in pastoral leadership here at St. Luke. And this announcement was not an easy one. We've put together a transition team to help guide us through this time of change. And the primary purpose of the transition team will be to help me and my time here end well by celebrating all that God has done through us together as a community of faith, and then to do everything that we can to welcome the new pastor, the Reverend Ivan Malosi Mumba, and to help him be as successful as he possibly can. So that's kind of the whole purpose and point of our transition team, just to guide this process through. And the transition team and I met this last week for the first time to begin the process. The first thing that we are going to be doing are a series of listening sessions for the entire congregation. All are welcome. And the point is to kind of help us process this change. This first round is to help us process. And so the transition team and I will be talking a little bit about the appointive process, describing a little bit about, why the Methodists do things the way they do. And then we're also going to give you all the opportunity to share any concerns that you may have, ask any questions that you might have about the move, and just to kind of get some of those things out in the open. The first set of listening sessions will be held after worship services on the weekend of March 19th and 20th, so just a couple weeks. And then we were going to have an online-only listening session for those of you who want to take part, but online, on Monday the 21st at 7:30 p.m. And so the Zoom link for that listening session on the 21st will be posted on our social media on the day of, the church calendar, and the website, so you can check that out. All right, so this weekend in worship, I will be introducing the transition team so you know who to talk to with the questions or concerns about the transition. And of course, you're always welcome to visit with me. I'd be happy to talk with you as well. So in worship this weekend, we're going to continue our Words of Life series by looking at the sixth commandment, do not kill. And this commandment seems to be fairly straightforward and to the point. Don't kill anybody. But after a closer look, we see that there is much more to this commandment than meets the eye. And so I hope you will join us this weekend as we explore the next step in God's direction for how we are to live in community together. Our service times, again, are Saturday at 5:30 p.m., on Sunday at either 8:30 a.m. or 10:30 a.m., and the 10:30 service, as always, is live streamed as well as in person. And so I hope you all have a blessed week, and maybe, hopefully, we'll see you tonight.